Okay. So shall we go ahead and start because it's 7 o'clock
Oh,
already?
yep, it's 7 o'clock. We have hello everybody who are on board listening to this Facebook Live, and I think thank you very much, Aridas, for
Yeah.
organizing this and inviting me to share. And
Yeah.
I'm happy to share what I know, what I've learned.
Okay. Cool. So hi everybody. Welcome to I call this series the Trusted Industry Expert series. Steven, uh, my friend Steven is our first guest. It's a new initiative for this year, and what we are trying to do is bring on experts and allow them to impart knowledge uh, to benefit the audience at large. Like I said earlier in the opening, this uh, broadcast is going on not only on Facebook Live, but it's going on LinkedIn, on Twitter, uh, and as well as what's the other one? LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube as well. Right.
Yeah,
So the audience can be from worldwide. Um, so thank you, Stephen, for agreeing for this interview and for agreeing to share your knowledge. Today's interview's title is The Art of Building and Managing an Online Community. My name is Haridas, and today I'll be speaking to Singapore's very own online community building expert, Mr. Stephen Koh. Right? Welcome, Stephen.
yeah. Thank you, Aridas.
Okay. Stephen is one of Singapore's renowned community managers who, in fact, has been invited by Facebook to their office in Berlin a few years back. Okay, he was one of the handful of select community managers from around the world that got to learn direct from Facebook about the art of online building and managing online community. So we are indeed actually very proud that we have our own Singaporean that's been trained to do this, and we are also very, 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 very fortunate that he is here today to share the learning with us today. Okay, so attendees today, whoever is attending, whoever is watching the replay, will be in for a treat for sure. Okay, so let me just maybe give you a little bit about my experience with Stephen. I have known Stephen for several years now, probably from the beginning of the COL community, maybe just after,
Yeah,
right? Pre-COVID days, we used to have lots of fun
yeah, man.
activities, right? We used to have superhero theme
Yeah, but
activities, right?
mm.
We used to go to Sentosa for brainstorming,
You still
right?
can remember those days.
Yeah, very
Yes,
fun,
yes. Yep.
out of we used to have classroom sessions
Yes.
where experts would teach. We used to learn in restaurants,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
makan
Those days.
places, hawker
Yeah.
centers. We used to learn, and it was so fun, right? It was an outing to get to know people, and it was learning as well. So in fact, I just put out this one here, right?
Uh,
uh, I don't know whether you can see this or not.
what is this? Oh yeah,
Digital
yeah,
dad.
that. Wow, you still have that. I still remember you're on the superhero that we have.
Yeah, my superhero name was Digital Dad,
Yeah,
right?
you're still doing
Yeah,
that.
this is I
Yeah.
still have it. How long ago was this, Steven?
Quite long ago. That was at least 4 5 years ago.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years
4 years
ago.
ago, at least, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, we
Does
were
this
very
show upside
ambitious.
down for you?
No, no, it's all right. I can see digital that as it is. Yes, yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 4 or 5 years ago. It's like I said, it was fun time. I still have the shirt, right? So
Yes, those days. Yeah,
yeah, those days.
we learn.
So
We learn
Steven,
from that experience.
yeah, correct,
We
correct.
certainly has. Yep,
Yes. Hopefully, we go back to those kind of days again
yep.
soon, right? Steven, thank you again for joining us for this live interview. Okay. Today's session goes like this. We'll divide it into two sessions.
Mm,
Okay, two parts. The first part we'll talk about you and how you became the expert that you are.
mm.
Okay, and then the second part we'll talk about how anyone out there can emulate you and be an online community brand builder as well.
Yep,
How does that sound to you?
yep. That's nice. Yeah,
Okay.
let's have a chat.
Yeah, let's have a chat,
That
a structured chat.
a
Okay,
relaxing
so
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
it's,
I
it's
will,
Friday evening.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Friday
After
evening,
dinner.
after
Yeah.
dinner,
Happy hour
come,
now.
put your legs up, just
Yes.
listen, yeah,
Where,
eat,
where, where is the where is your beer?
yeah, kacang, kuaci, kacang, and
Yes, yes.
beer.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so let's start off.
Mm,
Maybe I'll ask you a little bit about you, right?
yeah.
And your online community building. When did you get started in online community building?
I started 1st of August 2015. Yeah, that was in 2015 was a very interesting year. Yeah.
What was
So
the motivation? What was the motivation for you starting it?
I've been running my own training company for since 1994.
Hmm.
I design and deliver training program for corporates. So after in business for 20 over years, I realized that we need to upgrade ourselves. We need to learn because in 2015, we are talking about blended learning. We are talking about using social media, and I think it's important that we pick up the technology skills. So an idea came in, yeah, and I decided that maybe it's time to use Facebook group to get all my friends to come together to learn because I do attend a lot of seminars and I think it's good to get everybody to attend together with me. That would be fun. And after that, when we come back, we can share our learning and we can also share ideas, share opportunity to help each other to do well. I quite miss the kampong spirit that we used to have in the early days. No, I think it's good to get people to help each other to do well together. So I feel that maybe we can start a community and then get back our own kampong spirit and promote lifelong learning.
Mm,
So this is how I first started. So the initial idea is to get some friends to come together to join me in this journey of learning.
mm. Okay. Did you know at that time there was? How did you know there was Facebook group, or how did you come across?
Okay, I started my Facebook account in 2009. Yeah,
Ah,
I'm the last few who started because
ah,
people are asking, hey, how come you don't have Facebook? I said, no need lah. I don't have Facebook, but I reluctantly started my account in 2009. And then 6 years I was just reading, reading other people posts. And then
stalking.
yeah, stalking, yes. After that, then in 2015, I thought, hey, there's some useful feature for group. Then I said, why don't we use this group feature to set up a online community where all my friends can talk to each other every day?
Mm,
So I saw I thought that this is a good idea. So I said, hey, no, why not? So this is how I started my group. I basically learned on my own,
mm,
play around with the features. There isn't any training program then for
mm,
community leaders
mm,
or community builders. You just go in and try it out. Lah. It's basically
mm.
try and error.
That was in 2015.
Yes, try and error, yeah.
Okay.
And
So
yeah,
when did we get together? 2016.
but 2016. So when I first started, I still remember I got the idea. So I invite a few friends. Hey, come on, let's do together. Yeah, so those few that it's a good idea they join me. So basically, it's quite interesting. I start to look out for space to organize
Ah,
gathering. Yeah,
ah,
so I look for cafe around my office. I do, yeah, some checking out and book the place. I invite my friends for to meet up at cafe to chit chat, to share ideas. So that's how I started. And then in 2016, it get a bit bigger. I think a lot of y'all joined because friends invite friends.
mm,
So the community grew pretty fast. Yeah. So it all started with just an idea, lah. It's quite fun. I still remember the first gathering I organized in town. I go to the cafe. I talk to the owners. Hey, I want to get a gathering here. They say okay. Each of them come and buy the tea, and then we have a chat there. The owner says okay, please come on. Come. Then I get my friends. We have about 8 or 9 people there. We just share our learning, and that's just the first gathering we organize, and then from there we organize quite a number. Yeah, the size get bigger until we reach about 40 to 50.
mm.
Yeah, this was quite a good memories then. We miss
Okay.
that now. Lah.
Doing Zoom and live chat not the same, right?
Yep, definitely not the same. Yeah, those days was much more fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So So we always hear that it's a groovy. Somebody wants to start a business or something like this online.
Mm.
We only hear the good part of it.
Yes,
Okay, I am sure you went through a lot of challenges
yes, of course.
setting this up. So
Yeah.
I want our audience to actually know what are the challenges you went through setting this up. Do you mind sharing?
Sure. First thing is there's no training program. There's no proper training program to teach you how to use social media. In fact, all right, it's a powerful tool. Nobody, no, don't have a proper structured program to share with people how to use social media. That's one. Then talk about the groups. To start a community is also a new concept. Back then in 2015, everybody just go and start a group, and then we will try to find out how to get to run a community. So the first challenge is how to run. How do you start initiative? Yeah, you can have very fantastic ideas. All right, so you are very excited. You tell everybody your wonderful vision, and then after that you realize it's not so simple. You
Ah,
can't deliver. That's
yes,
where the disappointment come in. That's why
yes,
people get very upset with you because they come
yes.
with expectation and they are not gonna. Then you start realizing, oh no, this is no joke. No, it's not just like managing a company. You're managing a community with diversified people, people with diversified views, expectations. You can have very good intention.
Mm,
Definitely, you have very good intention, but it's the execution part that is challenging. Can you
mm,
bring the benefit that your members hope to get? Yeah, how do you manage the expectation? How do you even organize the events? How do you find the venue?
mm,
Yeah, how do you ensure that the whole event is well run? And this is another area of learning. From people joining, how they come in, how do you design your learning event, the contents, what should they do? Yeah, so these are some of the challenges I face. So I basically try and error, and of course, there are areas I did not do well,
mm.
but I learned from the lesson. Quite painful lesson, right? You need
Ah,
to learn. Yeah, you then you realize that you do so much, but no, things doesn't work that well as what you expected. So you start asking yourself why, and that's why you learn from all this experience. Yep.
mm. So if you have to rank, I mean, you mentioned a few challenges, right? So for the audience, if you want to tell them one thing to look out for among these challenges, what would that be?
The first challenges is when you must know why you set up a community. You need to go through proper training, attend a proper training course, and really learn how to set up community. It's not just like me. We all I started trial and error. So you
Perhaps.
realize that yeah, that's the first challenges is you must be properly trained as a community leader or builders. You must know your mission, why you want to start, your mission, your vision. You must know strategy on how to engage the audience, how to get contents, how to manage conflict. Yeah, all these skills need to be learned. And if you can attend a training program, that would be good.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's much better than you do it try and error like me.
So this one is a tricky question I'm asking
Yeah.
you.
Right.
If you went through the trial and error, just
Yes.
imagine if you had the training, how much time would you have cut in terms of establishing the community?
Oh, you can start if you have a proper training. By now, I think there are some community building training program. Uh, so if you attend a course, it probably takes 3 to 6 months and you get it out and it's quite engaging really.
Hmm.
Unlike when I first started, wow, I think a year plus or two, I upset quite a number of people.
Uh,
So painful experience, you
uh,
know, because you need to manage relationship in the group. But
uh,
now you know if you go through a proper course, you will know how to set up all these things. You know how to get it organized, and you are supported. That makes the leader can cut down to about 3 to 6 months. And I took
okay.
about 5 to 6 years to reach here.
Five to
I'm still
six.
learning.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
What's the official count of the group members right now?
it's about 4,700.
Hmm.
Yeah, so among that we have about 2,000 over people who are active now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's 50%, huh? Over
yeah, about 50.
50% that are
Yeah,
active.
yeah.
Very interesting for a group to have so many active members on it, right? I think that's why Facebook recognized you for that and invited you to Berlin, I think.
Yeah, that was a interesting experience.
Which which
Somebody, yeah,
which year
right.
was it?
This was 2018. So somebody recommended me to attend the roundtable with Facebook community leaders. So we have a roundtable gathering, I think in August in 2018. So I went there, and then I met the rest of the community leaders in Singapore. Yeah, they are very active members, and these are the active communities, and there is a vacancy for uh, a lead for community leadership circles for Singapore. So then in 2018, the idea Facebook has is to has a community, a lead to take care of the community in each of the cities. So they have 90 over cities in the world, which they appointed a lead to take care of to run a group to take care of the community leaders in that city. So I saw the vacancies and I applied. I make it through my interview. I'm thankful for the opportunity. So after obtaining the position, and so we went for my first training up with Facebook. Yeah, the community leadership program with Facebook, and as part of the training program to prepare ourselves to take up the role of a lead. So we flew to Berlin, Facebook HQ at Berlin yeah to attend the training there as well. And then that was a very memorable trip in December 2018. So something that I have never imagined. It
Ah,
started with something very small, and by word of mouth, I'm able to have the role. So I came back, and then I started the community leadership circles in Singapore. Yeah, so yeah,
so you are the leader of all the community builders in Singapore.
that was then 2018 to
Ah,
2020 19 or 19 yeah. So that was a year plus. I completed my tour of duties, and after that,
ah,
Facebook decided that they would like to work with the community groups directly. So this program was stopped. Yeah, and then they now Facebook work directly with the community leaders. Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
that was quite a wonderful experience during that period. They have such an initiative, and I
Yeah, yeah.
participated in that. Yeah.
A little bit about the community leaders when you were doing the leadership role. How many community leaders are in Singapore?
I managed to get a group of about hundreds community leaders to
Wow.
join the my community leadership circles. Yeah, so
Mm.
I organize event for them almost
Ah,
every month. Yeah, so get them to come together to learn, to collaborate, to share. Yeah, so that was very fun. Yeah, so
that's besides managing COL, is it?
yes, that's beside Malaysia. Yeah, I manage another group. That's quite a heavy responsibility. Yeah, you got to ensure
Yes,
the
yes.
success. Right? But the biggest rewarding experience is the opportunity to work with a international community of community leaders. Yeah, so when I was in Berlin, I met up different leads from different cities, they from all
Mm,
over the world, from
mm,
different worlds, and really learn a lot because the cultures are different.
mm,
Yeah, the way they do things are quite different. So it was a wonderful experience. It gave me the international exposure.
mm.
Yes,
Very
yeah,
interesting. Like you
yeah.
said, you started from nothing.
Yes, started from nothing. Yes, started as a Singapore community.
All
Yeah,
paid, all paid, all expense trip
yes, bit.
to
And
Berlin.
I still keep in touch with some of the wonderful friends I make during that trip, during that tour of duties. We still keep in
Mm,
touch. It's
mm,
nice that you have a network of friends in every city in the world. You
correct,
can talk.
correct.
Yeah, no. So quite memorable experience then. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
like, yeah, it
Okay,
was a
so
nice experience.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, like I said earlier, something that started out of nothing,
Yes,
maybe out of the intent to learn. You
yeah,
guys, I mean, you have now established yourself as a prominent online business community builder, right? That's
yeah.
really, really uh, impressive, I must say.
Yeah, very thankful.
Congratulations. Yeah,
Never expect the blessing that it can come across. Yeah, so start small and then take one step at a time. You will
yeah, yeah, yeah.
lead us to somewhere that we cannot imagine ourselves. Yeah. I think that's life.
Yeah, yeah. Unpredictable.
Yes,
But it depends on the action that you take, correct?
yes. Every step lead to the next step. That's what I realized because it wasn't a planned initiative. Because I totally not trained.
Mm,
I just do. I mean, I just did what I feel. My heart told me then.
mm,
No, I
mm,
get a cafe. Okay, go and get a cafe. Get my
mm.
friends to come. Then go and invite them to come. You just do it. Yeah, yeah.
So
That's it.
interesting also that uh, you were you were an introvert.
Yes, introvert. I never, I never like to be seen so visibly in the industry. Yeah, so that's something I have to grab. I have to learn to adapt as well. Yeah, now
Are you
people people look
are you
up at
still an
me.
introvert? Are you still an
Yes,
introvert?
I'm very much an introvert. Yes, I'm still. I like to work quietly, do my own things. Uh,
You
but now I can't. Yeah, I need to take up my leadership responsibility. Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, I've read, or I think people tell me introverts very difficult for introvert to do something like this.
yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
So that's
It's
just
quite
a
hard.
myth, right? It's
It's
just
quite
a
hard.
myth.
But
It's
if there's
difficult.
a role, you got to play lah. I mean, you just fulfill the
Yeah,
role. Yeah. Yeah.
correct. Yeah. Well, you are obviously the expert when it comes to online community building, based on whatever that you have shared with us so far. So, for the benefit of the audience who want to sort of build their own community, maybe the next stage of the questions would allow us to share with them the specifics.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't mind sharing, it'll be great. Okay, so I'll ask you a
Sure.
few questions and then we'll go. So you have a community called COL, Community of Learning.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that community.
I think basically, Community of Learning Singapore is a community for leaders and professionals. Yeah. So, for them to come together to learn, to share, yeah, and excel together, to do well together as a community. So
Mm,
we
mm,
promote lifelong learning and the kampong spirit. Yeah.
mm,
So that is what Community of Learning Singapore is about. It's a
mm,
place where people come together to learn.
mm,
Yeah, it's a social project for me.
mm.
So it's where I contribute back to the community. Yeah. Yep.
Is COL still accepting members?
Yes, of course, you are always welcome to join us. Fill up the qualifying questions. There are three. Yeah, then we will look through your profile. Make sure you have a proper Facebook profile.
Yeah, yeah.
We will go through the profile. We check through your real account,
Mm,
and then
mm,
we will welcome you to join us. Yep,
mm,
we welcome anybody to join us. In fact, we have
mm,
members
mm,
from about 30 over country and 99
mm,
from 99 cities in the world. So
mm.
quite big groups of people from all over the world in our community.
What is the normal profile of members like in COL?
Okay, among them are my friends who are trainers in the
Mm,
training and adult education industry, business owner. There are quite a lot of different type of business owner. You basically have a wide range from F&B to accounting services. Yeah, there are a lot of business owner inside. Um, some members are from the government institution. Yeah, they are there to. They are my friends.
mm.
Yeah, they are looking at our discussion.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I see.
Yep.
Okay. So majority would be trainers and business
Not
owners.
not really. About yeah, majority about I would say 60% are business owners. Some of them are employees as well.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Great place to learn. Yeah. I'm a member, so I know it's a great place to learn and it's super active, I tell you.
Yeah, can be
Right?
more active.
Oh, you want it to be more active.
Yes, more value to create for members. So I think I still feel that there is still a lot of rooms for improvement for the community. We are just still very early stage in the community building.
Mm,
Yeah, so this year I hope we will bring community learning into the next level.
mm.
So there will
Okay.
be a lot of programs that we're going to roll out This after
Okay.
learning for 6 years. I'm looking forward to transform again, to
Good,
bring
good,
it to
good.
the next level.
Yeah. I've known you for 6 years. I mean, I've known
Uh,
you for the entire COL, and I
yeah.
know you for bringing up new things.
Yes,
Every year you bring up new
yes.
things.
Every year I have something new for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So I am looking forward, and I am thinking, I'm sure that the members of COL are also looking forward
Yes.
to see what you have up your sleeves this year.
Yeah, we're going to announce very soon.
Okay,
Up
okay,
and coming.
okay,
In the
okay.
next few weeks, you'll get the
Ah,
announcement done.
that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So for someone, again, for someone who's going to start a community like this, how would he know uh, what kind of community should he start?
Mm.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, how can this person identify? Okay, this is the community I want to start. Like you had your own way, but do you have a strategy or your method you can
Yeah.
share with our audience?
Yeah. So then you can cut short the learning curve.
Yeah, correct.
If you don't plan it properly, I think then it's quite hard. You will take a longer path. So I think the first question, if you want to start a community, you have to ask yourself, why do you want to start a community?
Mm,
That's the first question to ask. You want to make money out of your members, or you want to do it for a social cause? What is the
mm,
objective of this
mm,
community?
mm,
Who do you want to serve?
mm,
Right, that is important. And once done, identify that, then you will ask yourself that if you create how do you construct the community? So what are the programs inside that you're going to do? How so the programs, how does this program going to benefit the members? What are the values you create for the members?
mm,
That's the second thing. So why you want, what value you create communities, and third is of course your program to make it engaging, and you can engage them. So these are the three things, important things that you got to get it right, and you have to plan it out. And once you plan out, you are clear about your strategies, and when you start your community, I think it's much easier because people who join us are very clear. What is this community about? They join, they know the purpose.
mm,
All right, that's one. Secondly,
mm,
they know what values can they gain out. That's why they join you, because they should be very clear. Why? What sort of expectation? That is important. Otherwise, you get people very upset.
mm,
They can't join, and then you realize that hey, I got no benefit. You know. Third, it's an engagement that make it fun. When they join, right after they join, you have lots of fun activities for them to participate. So they will stay, and they will blend into the community, and I think that's what will get a lot of people to participate, and you very. I think within 3 to 6 months, you should be able to get a very engaging community if you do your proper planning right. I think that's about the timeline to get it up.
mm.
Yeah.
Is there a KPI number to say whether you are a good community or a, uh,
Okay.
is there something like that?
In
Members.
general, for an active community, you can expect about 5 to 10 posts per day.
Mm,
About 5 to 10, that will be quite active already. And each post, you probably get about 5 to 10 likes and about 10 comments. I think it's pretty good for consider a very active community. But in terms of measurements of your performance as a community, it more to the value that you create for our members. So do you have a success story?
mm,
How well your member benefit from the community?
mm,
I think that is more important KPI that we are looking at.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. That's more true to the heart, lah, right?
Yeah, true to that. When they join, they say, "Hey, wow, I really love this community. I really benefit." I think that's the type of comments that you want to hear. And if you hear
Mm,
this type of comment for your members, I think you make it somehow right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, thanks for that. Next question. What is the benefit of joining or and being active in a community?
Um, I think being active in a community, firstly, is you can actually get to know more people. All right.
Mm,
So you get to know more people. You can share contents what you know to a lot of people in the community. If it's an active community, you share the contents, and as you share contents, people will benefit from the contents that you share. And at the same time, people will perceive you as a knowledgeable and an expert in that topic. After a while, you will form that branding. All
Mm,
right, so that's the second. Now that's number two. The third, I think you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of leads. People will bring you opportunity if you are
mm,
active. Yeah, people will see you in the active in the community. So if they have opportunity, they know what you do, they will bring the opportunity to you. Yeah, so by being active, it helps a lot in your business. It bring you more leads.
mm,
Yeah, because people know you. All
mm,
right, people see you in the community online. Yeah. So after a while, they will know you. They will know your character, your personality by looking at your comments and how you
mm,
work it out in the community.
mm.
So you will have your following in the communities. Yeah. So it actually helps a lot if you are active. Yeah. So when you are comfortable, then you can be active. Because
Yeah,
if it
yeah,
takes a
yeah.
while, when you join a community, you can read the about section of the community, get to know what the community is about. Then you can start introducing yourself, and then you start talking to people in the community. I think it's just like offline. And offline, you
Mm,
go to a big gathering, right? And then you can actually talk to different people, you network, you give out your name cards. But in a Facebook or online community, it's the same. You join the community, you start talking to people, yeah, you start liking their posts, you start comment, you start the small talks online with them. And
mm,
after a while, they you know them, then you add them as friends. All right. And then after that, after a while, when everybody is comfortable, you invite each other for coffee,
mm.
and then you have a very nice offline friends. You have successfully convert an online relationship to an offline relationship.
Correct.
Yep.
And you're feel to do whatever you want once you build up that friendship, right?
Yes, once you build up that friendships, yeah. So that's how you widen your network. In the past, we do it offline. We attend seminars, we network, but now we can network in the online community anything anytime using your handphone while you travel. You can talk to as many people as possible. You can like their posts, you can comment. Compare in the past where you do networking, you're pretty shy, like introvert like me, you'll be very shy. And then you
Yeah,
want to talk to people, you need somebody to introduce you, right?
yeah,
All right. You can't
correct.
just talk to anybody on the street, right? Yeah, you see a lot of people say out roadshow, they try to talk to people who at the train station or a hard job because they are traveling. Okay, you try to approach them, just so probably you encounter 100, you meet 100 people, most likely you get quite a fair,
Yeah,
over 90
yeah,
over your rejection.
yeah,
But in online, it's interesting. Nobody will get angry if you like their post.
yeah,
No one. In fact, they
yeah,
welcome you to like their post. And when you
yeah,
like their post, they will be very happy. Gradually, they will take notice of you.
yeah,
And you can actually build relationship this way quite naturally. Compared
yeah,
with offline. Offline is quite difficult.
yeah.
Yeah, especially in Singapore culture. You just cannot say
Correct,
hello to people on the street and start talking. Yep.
correct. You're right. You're right.
Mm.
So, I mean, just now, one of our audience said, Sunil said it's
Yeah.
about nurturing your members,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
It is about creating values for your members. So if
Yeah.
there's anything that's important for members to know, you update them.
Yeah.
So
Actually, in COL, I realized the value comes from its members itself. Members nurturing members,
it's
right?
yeah,
That's how magical COL is actually. It's not about the administrator nurturing the members. Right now, the group, I'm talking from my personal experience. Right now, the group is about members nurturing members.
yeah. They all share what they learn. They
Yeah,
encourage each other. They ask
yeah,
questions.
yeah,
Yeah. So which is very nice. I have slowed down a bit this last year.
yeah, yeah.
So the
I am.
contents are mainly
When,
from them.
yeah,
Yeah.
when that happens, it's like the pinnacle of a group. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the administrator can take a step back.
Yeah. Can take a step back. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But there's still things we can do this year. I mean that still very early stage of
Mm, mm,
social
mm,
learning. Very, very early stage.
mm, mm,
In fact, I would like to share with members how do you benefit from joining the communities.
mm,
Yeah, how do you contribute?
mm.
Yeah, so we hope to have more active contributors, but I realize that we need a training program for them.
Mm.
Yeah, we need to train. Otherwise, they may not be aware what can they do, what they cannot do, and things like that. So a training program will be good to share them what sort of content they can post, how they go about creating a relationship with other members.
Mm.
Yeah, online social etiquette,
Mm.
something like that would be quite good training program for them.
Do you have perhaps one or two stories, success stories of members you can share with us?
Okay, we have early batches of members like you, and many of them, they started being active on social media with me when we first start off COL. Yeah, I still remember on their own wall, the number of likes is only 3 or 2. Nowadays, I visited their wall, their own page, right? Some members have 100 over likes for
Mm.
their posts. Oh, that's amazing. They're getting
Mm.
more than COL. Right? So they have successfully built up their network through the community, and
Mm.
they have established friendships. Yeah, there are many friendships that's being formed within COL. I'm quite
Mm.
happy they become very good friends.
Mm.
Friends connect with friends. Like you, I get to know you, and many
Yeah,
others.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
so so
yeah.
we well, it's amazing, right? We don't know each other.
Do you know that on a normal world, you and I would never be friends?
Yes, we are now with
We
friends.
are totally opposite.
Yes, correct. So we cross path then. Yeah. So it's well. You asked me. This is some of the magical experience that we have in life through Facebook, through social media that we make a lot of friends. Yeah. In
Yeah.
fact, there are too many friends now.
Only 24 hours a
Yes,
day.
correct. So you have to manage your time because you have abundant friends, and as you get active on the community, on social media, you realize that you have a lot of friends, and when you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of leads, you have a lot of project opportunity. You don't have to knock. Like me now, I reach a stage I don't have to knock doors.
Mm.
People bring project to you, and you
So
decide whether to jump.
this has benefited your business as well,
Yes,
and
yes, it
members' business
benefit.
as
Yeah,
well.
you have
Yeah.
lots of opportunity. For example, no, the trip to Berlin.
Mm.
I
Yes.
didn't approach Facebook.
Yeah.
If I have approached Facebook, I think it's going to be a long journey to be there. All
Correct.
right. So yeah, so some of the speaking opportunity I have, I'm now regularly invited to speak. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's people invite me to speak. Yeah. So yeah, some I think some of them are paid speaking assignment. So you are invited to it. Like
Mm.
today, yeah, you invited
Ah.
me to speak, right? So
Actually, I think you have been invited by the government as well to speak on
yeah,
all
yeah.
these things.
Yeah, some institution invited me to speak. So I speak quite regularly. And this is something I get also because in the past I designed training program for corporates. I deliver classroom training. Speaking is never my part of my business. Yes.
Mm.
So because of I started COL after a year plus, I was invited to speak to share about community building.
Mm. Mm.
That was
Mm.
just a year half into COL. I did my first public sessions. And
Ah.
then from there I realized that I'm invited to speak in many. Now I'm a speaker myself. I also
Mm.
train other people to be a speaker now.
Ah, very good,
Amazing,
very
right?
good.
I
Amazing,
was never
amazing.
I was never a speaker. I tell you originally. Yeah, so gradually now I organize lifelong learning events, and I can invite
Nice.
speakers to come in and share with them how to organize now. So,
Ah.
so you can see, right? It just started from COL. A lot of things just developed along the way.
Yeah. Accidental hero.
Yeah, it's really accidental. It's not planned. I never planned to be a speaker anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Cool, cool. Okay, so that's very interesting that how you reach this stage.
Yeah.
So another question that I realize people would have who want to start a community is whether uh, should they join a community or should they create and set up their own community? Is there a difference between this?
Yes, there is a lot of difference.
Ah,
All right.
please
Okay.
share.
Yeah. A lot of people want to start their community. Actually, the easiest job is to join other people communities. Yeah, join an active community, and then you participate actively. You can be seen as a leader there.
Mm,
Yes. And the beautiful thing is you don't have to maintain the communities.
mm.
You get the full benefit without doing the admin work. Isn't that nice? right? In fact, as long as you are active, people will get to know you.
uh,
And you join a community like COL community already, we have about 4,007. You're active there, straight away you get a database of 4,700. Straight, free. You don't have to put any effort to build it. And the people are there. They're all talking. You just join in and get to know them. Right? Is that nice? Yeah. So I do join other people of the community as well. Depend on what I need, my passion, and who I like to connect with. Yeah. Okay. So setting up your having your own community would be good. That would be a network. So go and participate, join communities, and be active there. That's one. Then, when you are ready to set up your own, and you are clear why you want to set up, you have a strong purpose, you know who you want to serve, and what sort of brand. When you are ready, then you set up your own one. Now, the
mm.
difference now, if it's your own one, the advantage is your own community. You can do all the decisions. You set the rules, but there's a price to pay. You have to maintain it. So if you run your own community, you'll be seen as, if you are very successful in your community, you'll be seen as the industrial leaders or community leaders for your topics or for your communities.
Mm.
Yeah. So so I would suggest that you use both strategies. Do join other people communities and
So if
also
you
keep
want to start,
on.
so if you want to start, what you are probably saying is join other community first,
Yes,
learn how it's done,
yes, and build
and
out your
probably
network first.
yeah, build
Yeah,
up your
then you ask
network,
yourself
and
whether you
then
need or not. Then you ask yourself whether
yeah,
you still need or not. Because if you have so many connections, your leads, why would you want to start something? All right, it doesn't serve a purpose, right? You're so busy with your business. You got so many friends. Yeah, you drink so much. You drink so much coffee every day already.
yeah,
You
correct.
you really don't need it, right? Yeah. So you have to.
So
Yeah.
this question from Sunil,
Yeah.
it's very
Okay.
interesting.
What happens if your topic is very saturated? Yeah. I like to say the world is very big.
Ah,
All right. So with social media, you can reach out to the world. You basically can connect with your. So the place is saturated in Singapore. It's only in Singapore. Singapore is quite a saturated market with quite a lot of players. So with social media, and you can use Zoom, you can basically reach out to the world. So you can target global markets. And if you find that your area is very saturated, okay, it's a red ocean, is there out there, then you may want to distinguish yourself. Yeah, offer different types of service from the rest. Yeah, so you can distinguish yourself in terms of your service and your branding.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, my input on this is saturated is actually uh, it's competition, right? Saturated is another word for competition. If something has got a lot of competition, uh, what do businesses do, right, to
yeah,
differentiate themselves from the competition?
yeah,
uh, Saturation and competition is always there. How
yeah,
you stand out, from what I my perspective is, what kind of value can you offer to your audience that they appreciate and can relate to, right?
yeah.
So if you can reach out to your audience with the value that you have uniquely, I
Mm,
think the group, the members will appreciate, and you know it will grow.
yeah. I also would like to share is that if in any industry there will be competition. But the beautiful thing now is I don't compete. I
Mm,
collaborate. I get my
mm,
you see, I run a community of learning. All right. Well, in my community we have all other training providers, all other trainers. You can view that as competitors, but in fact now we are collaborators. Put all the stakeholder in that industry or that topic into your community, and straight away you become the leader for them.
correct,
Yeah, that's where the idea is about. Yeah.
correct, correct,
Yeah. So if you are running a training company, then you become the leader of all the training companies because you are the community leaders for training providers.
correct, correct.
That make yourself stand out among the competition. You don't compete, you collaborate. You
Yeah,
collaborate with them.
yeah. Do you want to take
Yeah.
this question?
I don't wish to review my identity. I want to market as a brand. How do I represent a brand? You can use your company as a brand, but for social media, people like to connect with the real person. So if you are on social media, it's good to show your real person. Yeah, people will know. That's the personal touch that you have. But of course, you need to be cautious about yourself and your exposure on social media.
Mm,
All right, as I shared in my class, social media is a media.
mm,
All right, so what sort of content do you put it in? Ask yourself, what sort of content would you put on Straits Times?
mm,
What sort of content will you put if Channel News Asia offer you a free slot,
mm,
interview slot? What would you say?
mm,
If Yeah, it's the same method of managing. It's a
mm,
media.
mm,
All right, so don't overexpose yourself.
mm,
Yeah, I think that's something precaution that you need to take up.
mm.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, this would probably Sunil will probably be coming from a point of view of an introvert, and
yeah.
Stephen,
I struggled
you
also.
may, yeah, you may able to relate to that as well.
Yeah, all right. I took 6 years before I being active, and when I first started my posting, I always post object, scenery, trees, flower. I seldom post my face. Now I
Mm,
can. I'm confident to post my own face now,
yeah,
but I don't post my family photo.
okay.
So it's about your own comfort level lah, that
Mm.
you like to. Yeah.
Sunil, if you do you maybe you can tell us in the chat if you have a group of your own. Are you intending to start? You have already started. Maybe let us know, and then
Yeah.
we'll see. Okay, so moving on. Um, so is there like your group
Mm,
COL is super active,
mm.
right? Is there something extraordinary that you do, some super tip that you can give us that makes your group super active?
Okay. First, I think we are very active because we organize online and offline activities. Yeah, the offline activity is good. People see each other. Yeah, so that is the major one. Yeah, online and offline activities. So we make it very fun like a kampong. All right, so that is the first one. Secondly, we provide very good content. Basically, I update my members on the latest trend. If there's anything important, I'll update them. Yeah, so any training program opportunity, I'll update them. So people will visit community of learning because they like to be updated. So I make sure my members don't miss out anything that's happened in the learning industry. I think these are the two things. And then the third thing is to encourage them. I like their posts, I comments. When they comments, I will usually reply to comments. And sometimes members do private message me to share about their concern. Yeah, I always reply with respect. Yeah, so I think it's about how you interact with people online. Yep.
Mm. So you talk about all of those things that you do, right? Are you managing the community all by yourself?
No, I have two other members helping me. Yeah, so Sean is helping me, and also
Sean,
we have
yes.
Sam, we have Ryan who also help me on and off here and there. So the few of us, we all play different roles. Yeah.
So, so if I ask you, an individual who wants to start a community and it's thriving like yours,
Mm.
can is he able to do it by himself, or do Mati Mati must have friends come and help?
No, you can do it all by yourself.
Ah,
You can start all by yourself, but make sure you plan all the important areas well first. Then you start on your own. And then after that, you can then recruit your active members to join your team, give them a roles to play, and I think they will be happy to do that. Yep.
mm, okay, okay, interesting. So you can do it alone, but you wouldn't advise them to do it alone.
For a start, you can do alone now, but
Ah,
that's that.
okay, okay. So, uh, are you there, Steven? Can you hear me? Seems you have frozen. Hello, Steven. Are you there? Are you there, Stephen? So while Stephen unfreezes himself and gets back in, I'll take on Sunil's. Sunil has a question. My job nature is such that I'm not able to reveal my identity. That is a huge setback for me, which means I'm not able to conduct FB Live and any live webinars. Ah, I see. Sunil, I've got a suggestion. Depending on your area of niche, right? Which area you are good at, right? I would like to invite you to be my guest in one of these trusted industry expert series. So, uh, is that somehow possible for you to do? You come on as my guest and talk about your area of expertise. If that's possible, maybe you can send me a ping on Facebook later, and we'll get things sorted out. Right? If that's something that you can do. Okay, so we are still waiting for Guru to come on. Not sure why. What happened? Ah, okay. He says, give him 1 minute. He's logging back in. So while waiting for him, there is another question just now that Sunil spoke about. This one. So it's about nurturing your members. Every business, I believe it's. Ah, Stephen, are you back?
It
Are
just
you
went
back,
off.
Stephen?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
thunder
Okay.
strike.
Is it raining at your place?
Yes, super heavy rain out here.
Oh, it's not
Yeah,
raining here actually.
yeah. So heavy rain here. Yeah, thundering rain,
Ah,
thunderstorm
okay,
here. Okay.
okay.
Yes.
I will
Sorry.
get back. I was trying to sort of answer some of the questions here while
Yes.
waiting for you, but
Yeah.
no
Thank you
problem.
very much.
I'll get back to the questions later.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
Sunel has an interesting question. Yeah, he say
yeah,
my job nature is I'm not able to reveal my identity. Yeah. So yeah, I think what you can do is can create an identity that is not. I mean, you can create your own identity without revealing yourself. Or get a different name. All right, I think that should be okay as well. Yeah, you need not
yeah.
to show your photo. You can ask the cartoonist to draw a portrait of yourself. I think that's
So
good, but as long as your content on your page is good, I think that should be good enough.
yeah. So what I told him was that since he cannot do Facebook Live or live webinars,
You can't do Facebook Live. You have to show your face.
he can appear as my guest,
Uh,
and because I want to uh, whatever his expertise is,
yeah,
maybe I want to squeeze the knowledge out of him to share with the community,
yeah. So now
right?
asking
So maybe,
avatar. Yeah, I can use avatar.
yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Yeah. So right, who is this? Rehana.
yes. Hello.
Awesome learning today. Ah, great, Rehana. Great that you found value in this session. Go ahead and maybe join other groups and get yourself
Yes.
known. Be the person who is known in that group. Is there? I mean, you were saying, Stephen. Is there certain things that you must do to be known in another group? Are there any tips
I
and
think
tricks?
I would like um to encourage everyone to join a community because we as a human we live in community. It's important. Now it's just that we all live in our home, we lock our doors, everybody care for themselves. No, somehow or other we lost that human touch.
Hmm.
All right, so thanks. I mean, we have an online community. That's the technology we can connect with people, like-minded people in the community. And the best thing is with Facebook and the rest of the social media, you can now connect with people all around the world. So I think the mindset would be good is to join the community and enjoy being in the community.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just that offline you have friends, right? Join there, see what they are talking about, participate, add on, encourage everybody.
Hmm.
And people will come to you. When you give, people will give you back.
Yeah.
Right? That makes your life interesting, enriching. when you live in the community, I think that's just the purpose of joining a community. Of course, some of us would like to do for business. Of course, when you have a lot of friends, your friend will recommend business to you. That's where you get the lead. To groups, you can connect with a lot of important people that you can't connect in the past. On the street, especially, you can't connect with them. But now in the social media, you can actually get to know them. Yeah, so go for it. Now do it for because you want to do it, you want to enjoy it, because you want to connect with people. Yeah, and I think just like for my own journey, I started with the simple thoughts of getting friends together, and you can see that things just come in, blessings just coming along the way, and I've reached a stage where I have never thought I ever reach. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm start. Yeah,
So Catherine's got a question. Maybe we'll highlight her question.
what would you say was a tipping point for COL success? I think about a year and a half. I think I met Catherine also. Yeah, she attended some of the session as well. Yeah, I remember we went to some, I think at TUC right before I met her. It's yeah, about a year and a half. Things beginning to grow. Yeah, and I think it's about sincerity. Do it sincerely to really bless others. Yeah. So people will feel your sincerity, and people will come, people will join. Yeah, that makes it a meaningful things to do in life. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to add on to something that you said just now, right? Joining community and running a community. I
Mm.
feel it's about giving, right?
Yes.
You give value. I think when you join the community, it's not about your ego. It's not about being
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
It's about being positive, adding value to everybody. And if you have nothing positive to say, you don't have to say anything. Nobody's forcing you to say anything,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Same
Uh,
what in the offline meet up. You kept your conversation cordial, right? You're
yeah,
always professional. You're always polite to each other, different opinions. Yeah, so you're always very respectful. The same behavior is, yeah, should be displayed online as well. The same thing. All right, you come, you learn, you come with an open mind, and you are aware that everybody has their own point of view. They are right in
mm,
their own sense, so they are
correct,
entitled to their views. We respect them. Yeah, I think that will make social media a very pleasant place for everybody. Make the
correct,
community a very fun place for everybody, very comfortable, a safe place for them to learn.
correct.
Yeah, live together online. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the important word that you mentioned right now is it's a safe place to
Yes,
learn. You
correct. A
don't
safe place.
get bombarded, or you don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
uh, you know
You get criticized.
criticized. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So even I mean, in your group, I know even the stupidest or the simplest question, everybody is asking. They're
yeah,
not they are they know your group. There's nothing to fear about,
yeah.
right?
Because they are
So
admin to protect them.
yeah, I
The
mean,
admin are there moderating the discussion, ensure that
your
yeah the
your
discussion are free flowing.
correct,
Yeah,
correct. So yeah, that's fantastic. Let's see what Dr. Vivian has to say. There you are, Stephen.
yeah,
Admin is protecting,
yeah.
right?
Yes, you see how amazing if you join a group, a community, and then you have any question you can ask, and lots of people just answer, provide the answers, and you have a diversity wide range of ideas that you can collect from it. And that's the power of learning. You
Yeah,
see how people see an issue, and you learn. All right, so this is the power of social learning.
yeah, correct. So it has been really great learning. I think we'll open up. I mean, we have been answering some questions. Maybe
Mm,
right now, if you have the audience has any questions, feel free to ask.
yep, we were
Type,
happy to share.
yeah, type in the chat. Feel free to ask.
Yeah, thank you, Catherine. Yeah, for your comments. Yeah, nice to know you, Catherine, and also Vivian.
Yeah, thanks, Catherine.
Yeah.
So this question just now, yeah, Sunil. So yes, please do think about it. If you have a niche that you are good at,
Yeah,
let me get connected. Anybody on this call, if you guys uh, are expert in certain areas and you want to share your knowledge out to the world or in COL, maybe Stephen will allow us to publicize in COL as well.
yeah,
Uh, uh, come, don't be shy. Let's share the knowledge. For me, the reason I'm doing it is to, first of all, the truth is, I've been wanting to do this for so many years. I've been camera shy, right?
yeah.
I've been camera shy, and what I did was to grow a beard to hide my face.
Yeah, Patrick O was talking about beard just now.
So if you see my the flyer that we sent and me, we are the same person. But to hide my fear, I grew my beard. So
Yeah,
so come, we'll talk about your expertise and we'll share with the world actually, because right now we are on YouTube, you're on LinkedIn, you're on Twitter as well. So make make you stand out, make your knowledge stand out, and get more people to learn from you, right? And if you uh,
uh,
think that this is something that you want to do, get in touch with me. You know my Facebook. I think yeah, that's easy to get in touch with me.
yeah,
Oh, this is another question here.
yeah. How often do I need to keep posting on my Facebook group and my Facebook page? Because they are two different things here. Facebook page is you put a post, people will read, and that's it. So between you and the people who read. Yeah, so that that's the interaction. But for groups, members can interact with one another. It's a community, so it's quite different in nature. It's more powerful in groups because people get to connect with each other. Page is more one-way traffic, your owner to your follower. How often do you need to keep on posting? On average, you need about 2 posts per week would be good enough. Two quality posts would be good enough to engage audience. Because for me, once I put a post out, people will start reading and responding for a few days. So I wait for everybody to read and respond. Then I put on to the next post. Yeah, so usually about 2 per week will be quite good for 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 social media. I think that will give us enough exposure. But if you want more exposure, then you can post a topic every day. Yeah, so it's just like your media. How often do you want to put an ad in the main frame? All right, you
Mm,
probably put twice. All right, put one day, wait for people to read, and you put another advertisement another 3 4 days down the road. I think that would be good. Yeah, you put every day, then it's a bit too much. Yeah, so that's my answer.
so we have
Yeah,
another question.
yeah,
What's the greatest challenge you have in managing the group?
yes, yeah. Now the challenges now facing is how do you bring the group to the next level? Because you see the motto of our community is to learn, share, and excel. So my big question is how much are our members learning? Are the learning effective? How can I make learning more effective in the group? So this year we will launch out more programs. Yeah, so I think that's one of the learning. Then how can we facilitate them to share? We all know collaboration is good, but how do you collaborate? Do you have a model? That's something that we need to do that, and then our members really excelling together. Because it's easy, a lot of people do not realize that you can put a motto for your group, but ask yourself, are you achieving that? How do you, so these are challenges because you need to come up with models. Otherwise, it's a free for all market, right? You can talk
Mm,
about it. Yeah, we love, we share. And so are we? Do we have the real stuff? So after 6 years, I'm still working hard on that. So this year we will launch more learning programs out there. Yeah, and then to enhance the level of learning. So that's a challenge that we are facing facing at the moment. Yeah, so that's make us work very hard for that. So every day I'm thinking of how to bring values to our members.
mm. There's another question here by Sunil. I think he will take the award for the most active
Yeah, nice to know you too,
participant.
John. Yeah, that's good. Questions help us to learn.
Right
Ask
now,
this question in the community of learning. We all learn.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
special
correct.
analysis is asking right now there's audience fatigue. They are not really getting attention to static posts. Videos are more, it's like, what's your opinion? Yes. You can produce videos. Alright. Videos do get more reach than static posts. But bear in mind that videos take time to record. So you need time to do recording. So I usually post with good content. People can read short posts. All right, a few paragraphs, and then with a few pictures or photos to enhance my message. I think that's easier to post. It takes lesser time. But also talking about video, do bear in mind that people like authentic video, genuine video. Yeah, you don't have to make it so perfect. All right, because it's social media, not mainstream media. If it's mainstream, people you are expected to speak perfect English and perfect video editing. But in social media, you can be a bit casual. Yeah, post a video or original video, a bit not so perfect, but I think people like that as well because they like the originality of your post. Your sincere sharing is more important in
Uh,
social media. Yes,
on mainstream media, they won't allow me with this.
yes, correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On social media,
Because it's social, ma. When
yeah,
you interact with your friend, you are supposed to be relaxed, what?
yeah,
You don't speak Queen English to your friend, right?
correct, correct.
You don't, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's a bit different from mainstream media.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Yes.
Right. Okay. Any more questions to ask here? But I want to ask you, Stephen. Right? I'm sure the audience, right, have much clearer understanding of the steps getting started online community and stuff, because you laid them out, well, basically, quite clearly in
Mm,
this 1 hour or so, right?
mm,
But I think it's a waste of your talent.
mm,
I think it's a waste of your trip to Berlin,
mm.
right? If you don't share this with our audience and the community at large. Are there any plans of doing maybe a full-fledged training for this in the future or something?
Yes. In fact, we can learn together in community of learning. Yeah. So you can follow me there. So I will usually post the training program that I run over there. Also, you can ask question there. You feel free to ask question. It's free. I will not charge you. You put your question there. You tag my name. I got to answer, right? Because you tag me. Yeah. So just if you have any question on social media, just post in community of learning. I will answer them, and the rest of members will also the answers as well. Because there are also other experts in the community as well, so you can learn from them. So post your question there. All right. I think that's something that you can ask that we can learn from there. That's the social learning. If you like to, and currently I join with the institution. All right, so I conducted social media program 101 to 401. I have four training program with the institution. At the moment, this program at the institution is funded 90%. And if you want to attend this training program, let me know. Uh, Private message me, join community of learning. Private message me, say you want to attend training program. We're happy to introduce you to the training program. It's funded. All right, it's a funded program and run by an institution, not me. All right, I'm a junk there. So I don't make the money for selling it. That's what I don't know. But I like to say that you can join the program and benefit yourself. So I do a junk trade for some institution. Yeah. So if you like to, you can connect me through community of learning, and then I guide you to enroll such courses. These courses will give you a very good idea of what social media is about. Yeah, how do you go about grow your business through social media? Yeah, social media in general, not just Facebook or LinkedIn, but we all know how to use it. But how do you link up with business? Yeah, so I think that it's a lot to learn. I've learned a lot in my last 6 years, and I put it into four modules of programs, and I'm running with an institution myself. I yet to do it on my own public run yet. Maybe in future, but I'm happy conducting with the institution now. So it kept me very busy already.
Mm.
So yeah, maybe down the road I will have my own program. Then you can enroll directly with me.
So you have 101, 102, 103,
Uh,
104.
Social media 101, that will give you the basic understanding what is social media and how do you get leads
Okay.
to social media. So you learn how to social, how to handle media because it's social media. You learn how to write content, you learn how to content plan, but you learn how to do online to offline, offline to online business strategy. So that's 101, that foundation training. Social media 201, you learn how to be a speaker because when you are a speaker, you immediately bring yourself to the next level in the industry. You gain your credibility. So you learn to be a speaker, you learn how to organize event, you know how to market your event through social media. So that's why it's social media 201. Then 301, you learn how to design training programs. You learn how to sell it on social media, promote it on social media, and you learn how to pitch. And finally, social media 401, you learn how to build communities and build your network. So in this module, you will learn how to set up a community, how do you do your plan, how do you engage members. So each of the modules are just 1 day. Yeah, just 1 day over Zoom, 9 to 5. And in this session, I'll give you all the templates. I share you exact step what I did for my last 6 years.
Mm.
So you just take over and then you just apply in your life. So I think that is something that you can do if you want to learn more about social media. But these contents are solely based on my personal experience. You can't Google because
Mm.
it's based on what I've done and all my templates I use. Yeah. So this is something I do. So I'm quite thankful. I finally found a solution for businesses out there who really want to grow, but they have very good product and services. But the question is, how can they go about marketing it through social media?
Mm.
How do you get it to a system?
Mm.
Yeah, then when you get it to the system, you can get a result.
Mm.
Otherwise, you are just trying to put a post here, run some event, run some program, set out your own group, but you realize that these efforts are not all coordinated. Then the results may not be that good if you do it all pieces and pieces here and there.
Mm.
So yeah, so I'm happy after 6 years. I really very very blessed through social media. I'm very thankful, and yeah, and I hope I can share this and bless as many people out there. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, this will be a great learning from the Singapore leader of social community, right? Who has gone to Berlin and sharing his trick of the trades. Yeah, yeah. So, these classes are like, when are the next classes if you someone wants to join?
yeah. You want to join? I think I run 101, 201. And I mean, I run 4 classes. I mean, I have these 4 modules for every 2 months. So I run it 6 times in a year. Yeah.
Six
So
times a year.
January I 101. February, January I'm running 101 and 201.
Mm.
February I'm running 301 to 401. Yeah, it's with an institution. So they are the one who runs it. I'm just a trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
So
the one who design program on the
are
deliver. You're
you
the
are
one
you
to
allowed
join.
to are you allowed to join? Say which institution?
Maybe in future lah. If they come, I gotta let you know. You can join community of learning. You should know which one. Yeah,
Okay. So no, if they want to join the institution, they connect with you and then you
yeah,
can set them up.
correct.
Is it?
Yeah. I can set them up. I can share with them. They can join the institution. They can join their network there. And what are the programs? Yeah, these
Okay.
are funded
Okay.
programs that help them. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. 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 Cool.
I
Thanks,
mean,
Steven.
yes.
Any last minute questions before we sign off for the day?
Yeah.
Anybody wants to ask? Thanks, Sunil, for being active here.
Yeah.
Appreciate. Thanks, Catherine, for your. This was really encouraging. You're doing great, Harry.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Catherine. Dr. Vivian, thank you for coming in. Dr. Vivian Passion Co. That's a really cool name.
Yeah.
Uh, nice name. Rihanna, thank you for staying. Right? Maybe you guys can. I'll put up the replay of this after some minor editing or whatever. Maybe you guys can share with your network after that. Keep a lookout. We will be doing similar programs. I think the next program would be 2 weeks from now. We'd have a uh, event guru,
Oh,
an event expert, joining us. Her name is Annie.
yeah,
She has been in the industry for, I think, almost 20 years. Stephen, she's a mutual friend of ours.
yeah.
That will be on the 14th. Keep a lookout for that.
Yeah.
And Stephen, any last words, Stephen?
Well, enjoy yourself in life. Make every day useful. Participate in communities. Learn how to use social media and bring a lot of benefits for yourself. It's a big blessing to have social media. It helps a lot of us in our business, in our life. Use it responsibility. Use it to create great relationships. Use it to reach out to the world.
Mm,
Yep. So and take very good care of yourself. I
mm,
think that's most important. Yeah.
mm. Wise words. Thanks, Stephen. Rihanna, yes, please be more active on COL.
Yes.
You will learn a lot. Believe me, I've been there for a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes I am not there because I'm busy doing stuff, but I always have COL at the back of my mind. And if I
Yeah.
need some information, I'm always there. Go reap the benefits of being in an active learning group. And I say learning group, right?
Yes.
I emphasize on the word learning,
Yeah.
right? You are never alone learning. Don't be shy to ask questions in the group. Go for it. You'll always get a
Yeah.
response.
Yes.
Yeah. If you go through the COL uh, comments, chats, or questions, you will not see one with less than 10 comments on it.
Yeah.
I dare say, right? You go through and you prove me wrong. Maybe for the last year, right?
Yeah.
2021, you go and see. If there's anything less than 10 comments, I owe you makan.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, be active on that and continue learning.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, I think we shall say goodbye to our audience,
Yeah.
Stephen.
Yes. Yes.
And I would
Thank
like
you.
to take this opportunity to thank you, our online community expert, for coming here and sharing your knowledge. I really, really, really appreciate your time and your effort here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Take good care. We'll catch up inside again in community of learning. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, bye
Thanks,
bye,
Harry.
guys. Bye
Hey,
bye.
bye. See
See
you.
you.